Hi, this is Jen from Floppy Ear Pottery. So today I'm doing the glaze selection for the last three blindfolded projects. So this would be the cappuccino mug, the juicer, and the jewelry holder. So here is the cappuccino mug. From the initial drawing, I had wanted something a little bit more bowl shaped. What ended up happening on the wheel was this came out a little bit more linear. So this is the handle that I attached, and I trimmed a bit off the bottom just to give it a little bit better shape. But overall, it's still the same mug that I threw. So let's see what they're going to be. Top one is going to be Mako Desert Dusk. This is kind of a mattish glaze with hints of brown, almost like a sandy color. It's actually really pretty. I was looking around to see if I had a glazed piece already, but I don't. Okay, so that'll be the top one. The bottom one will be, I'm sorry, that'll be the base glaze, and the top layer will be Art Deco green. So piece number 15 was the juicer. I had wanted this to be more bowl shaped. It came out more like, almost like a cone, I guess. It reminds me of a Christmas hat for whatever reason. And then I had mentioned it before. I don't know if you could see it. I did like trim out this piece here that would be used to catch the seeds. So hopefully the seeds will stay here and the liquid would be here. And then I had that funky little spout, and then attached just a very straight lug to give you something to hold and to pour. And then really trimmed a lot of the bottom out. I didn't want to risk this cracking in the kiln, so I thinned this out as much as I could. So let's see what this glaze combination will be. So number one is going to be textured turquoise. That'll be the bottom piece right there. And then the top will be, oh, Mako Desert Dusk. So this one's doing a repeat performance. This was the bottom one for the cappuccino mug. So piece 16 was the jewelry holder. This is what it looks like. If you recall, when I was throwing this, it still makes me laugh. The vertical piece here, flapping back and forth. The bottom came out a little too thick. I wish this thinness had gone all the way down, but just to give you an idea of what it will look like, right? So if you put a ring on, that's how it would be. So like I mentioned in the video, because this is so thick, there's a limited amount of rings that it can hold. But the side piece is still very nice and straight. I did kind of trim this in at an angle just to give it a little bit more visual interest. And as I mentioned in the video, because I got this so flat and there's a nice like depth to the rim, I was able to drill the holes all around. So if you imagine like a post earring, you can hang along these, assuming that it doesn't get gunked up with glaze. So I have to be aware of that when I'm glazing it and go through and make sure I clean out all the holes. And then like the juicer, I made sure to trim this very well. I didn't want like a very thick piece on the bottom because I don't want it to crack. So this is what it looks like trimmed out. And of course I have the number so I can keep track of these. So let's see what the glaze combination will be. So bottom will be pear. This is Celadon glaze from Amico. And then on top of that will be Arctic Blue, which is another Amico glaze. So I can't wait to see what these look like. Stay tuned.